Hi everyone, my name is Dee. I am Katie Kriya on YouTube and on Instagram, and I basically make videos about sewing. Thank you so much if you are one of my subscribers. I've really appreciated all the likes and the comments on my videos. It really has been an amazing experience being on YouTube. And yeah, I can only say a massive thank you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I basically talk about sewing, and I've been sewing for the last couple of years, a bit more than the last couple of years, and I've basically never been able to stop. I really enjoy it. So welcome, and I hope you'll enjoy my content. In my last video, I talked about my latest makes, and in this video, I thought I was going to talk about my sewing plans for this summer. A few of the makes I've shown in my previous video, I am definitely going to wear this summer, and I've got a few other ideas. I've realised that I really enjoy sewing big dresses in cotton fabrics with a lot of ruffles. I've really realised that is like my favourite garments to sew ever. I know that about me now, and I definitely want to make more of these, but also like more like sort of like drapey fabrics in lovely gathered dresses or with a tie belt, or really like big dresses in viscose. That's also really lovely. Really depends on the pattern, but I just thought I would talk about the patterns that I have in mind and the fabrics that I might use to make them. This is definitely not a goals for summer, or a sewing goals for summer, because it's more of a really like a brainstorming and a wish list. Because knowing myself and how slow I sew, not only because I'm a mom and I sew and I sew, I wish I could say I sew full time. No, not only because I'm a mom and I work full time, but also because I think I'm just a slow sewist. Although I've realised that I'm a lot quicker than I used to be, and that is really nice because I'm saving a lot of time. I'm a lot quicker than when I started, which I think is normal. But I still think that I belong in this slow sewist category. And I would never do the sewing bee, for example. I would just die. I would just have a heart attack because of all the stress and because of how slow I am and how much I enjoy the process. And I think this is also linked to the fact that because I don't have that much time, the few moments I have to sew, I want to enjoy, and I don't want to be rushing and make a lot of errors and having to unpick everything the next time I can sit down for a couple of hours. So I think it's linked to not having a lot of time and learning to enjoy the time I have to sew and not go too fast. I don't know if there's a link, but anyway, just a thought that popped in my brain right now. I think by now you know that I love rambling and I love to basically get sidetracked. That's what I do on this channel. I really apologise. That's not something you like, but yeah, we are very authentic on here. I very rarely cut myself, to be honest. It might be a bit embarrassing sometimes, but that's me. Right, so I thought I would basically divide my fabrics into more of like structured cotton, poplin, even maybe like a really stiff crepe fabrics, and the more drapey, viscosy, flowy fabrics. So I'm going to start with the drapey category, the sort of patterns that I think I can make with those sort of fabrics. Basically, I did a bit of a mix match between what I already have had in my stash for so long and fabrics that I recently bought, because yeah, just trying to keep it entertaining for me. Right, so as I'm talking, I'm going to move myself a little bit. As I'm talking, I will put pictures of the pattern that I am talking about, and I will show you the fabrics that I'm thinking I might use for these. I mean, I've got a big list. I have got about yeah, I have got nine patterns to talk about. Mainly only actually summer dresses. I love a dress. There's a couple of reasons I love dresses. First one, I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear with it. It's one piece of garment and that's it. And secondly, I'm just so comfy in them. I'm just so comfy in them. I can have my big meals, and I was talking a lot about my big meals in my previous videos, and my belly kept on making so much noise. I so much apologize for this, but again, it's just real life. It was so embarrassing though. I'm really apologizing if any of the sound was really loud. But yeah, I definitely love a dress, and I think that's why over the years, like I've been sewing for 10 years, over the last couple of years, learning how to sew and sewing different things, I realized that my favorite garment to sew and to wear is a dress. It makes my life so much easier. I literally just have one piece of garment, then I can think about makeup, earrings, and bag, And I've never been, I did say that in my previous video, sorry, I've never been a girly girl, but the more I've been sewing, the more I've been thinking about what sort of accessories will go with my dresses, and it's been really lovely. I think there's a point where I'll go through the few bags I have and I've got a lot of earrings, not many bags, but it's just so nice to sort of like explore other things that sort of gravitate around sewing. I just love it. But again, I'm sidetracked. Again, let's go back to why we're here for. So the first dress I would like to talk about is a dress from a pattern company that is called Little Lizard King. Let me just double check. Yeah, Little Lizard King. It is a pattern company that I've not so much seen in the English sewing world, more in the French sewing world. I think that's how I heard about this pattern company. Everything is in English though, and I really love this dress. It is called the Isla Dress, and it is basically designed for woven fabric. So I will look down. I'm looking down because I'm reading from the website basically, and I will put all the links of all the patterns down below. And you can basically make it as a top, as a dress, and as a romper. You've got optional ruffle at the hem, and you also have an optional bodice ruffle, which I definitely want to make. So I'm putting some pictures hopefully as I'm speaking. And then you can either do a fixed strap length or a tie strap option. You also have a tie strap option. And you've got the elastic waist, which I'm definitely doing. Again, I don't think you have to, so it can be a really big, large dress. And yeah, I just think it's such a gorgeous dress. I really, really like it. And what I love with the Little Lizard King, they have many options. You can really do a mix and match sort of thing there, and I love that. I love that about this company. So yeah, so I'm just going to triple check. Actually, no, I've said a lot. So the Little Lizard King is the name of the company, but this is the one for the kids. So they have the exact same dress for the kids. So you can do matching garments with your daughters, for example, or your nieces. The styler pattern, so same company, they are the grown-up pattern, and it is also called the Isla Dress there. But just so you know, if you go on the website and you get a little bit confused, like where has Diane sent me, I will put the correct link down below though. There are a couple of fabrics I think I'm going to use for this. So if I take them out of my little pile. So the first fabric I would love to use for this dress is a viscose fabric that I got from my local market. And actually, I think there's a couple from my local market. Definitely this one. It is not, just double checking, but I don't think it's too transparent. I think I can just use it as it is, really. I mean, transparency is a big topic for me because I've had issues in the past, and I think it's the worst feeling when you finish a garment and you can't wear it because it's transparent and everyone can see your knickers. So annoying. This is a lovely fabric. So it's a blue background, and I'm sorry they're not ironed. It's a blue background with little flowers, like pink, yellow, white flowers, and I think it's gorgeous. And I think it would look really nice as this in this dress, basically. And I think that I will definitely be making the bodice ruffle. I'm definitely doing the hem ruffle, 100%. Yeah, I think this would be really lovely in this fabric. So that's my first option. The second fabric I might use for this pattern is this lovely viscose fabric, which I also got from my local market. This one is very transparent, so I'll have to use a lining. And it's got this lovely, gorgeous little dress. I'm very tired, clearly. It's nap time. It's this gorgeous little flowers, which I think look really pretty. So all these little colours. And I think this would look stunning in this pattern. I think this will look really lovely. I'll definitely do an option. I'll definitely do one of them. If I do both, I'll do one with tie straps and one with, how do you call them? I forgot now. I had it and then I forgot. With fixed strap. Here you go. Fixed fixed straps. So yeah, fixed and one option with fixed. I can't say it. One option with fixed straps and one option with tie straps, I think, is what I will do. It's gorgeous. So I'll have to decide. So that one will be a bit more work because I've got to line it, which means I've got to cut most of the pattern pieces twice. So I might decide on a day when I'm really feeling it that I'm going for this one, or I might just have an easier life and go for this fabric here, which is also really pretty. So two lovely fabrics for this pattern, which I think is gorgeous. It's a really lovely summer dress. And if you didn't know about this pattern, definitely have a look. The other dress I am definitely going to make, that has been on my list for a long time, and I definitely want to prioritize this dress. I have mentioned it in my Stitch Festival fabric haul. It is the Southport Dress by True Bias, which you might have heard of. It is a lovely dress. I really like it, and as I said, it's been on my radar for quite a while. So it's a tank style dress, which is designed to be worn as a cover up at the beach or a dress for around town. It's got a holiday vibe to it, this dress, 100%. So the dress has a button opening at the center front and a drawstring and a drawstring waist with inseam pockets. I love the fact that it has pockets, and I mean, you can add the pockets if it doesn't have pockets, that's fine. So for this particular dress, the fabric that they recommend is lightweight woven fabrics with movement, such as cotton voile, rayon challis, crepe de chine, and lightweight linen. So really light fabric. So you can go for cotton or viscosy, cotton or sort of more like viscose fabric. So for this particular dress, I gone down the road of viscose. So the first option I have is what I will use for my sort of wearable toile, because normally what I do is I like to use a fabric that I don't like as much as the other one as my wearable toile, so toile quote unquote, because if you know me, I don't sew toiles. I only sew things that I am going to wear. So this is a lovely fabric though. I mean, we borderline actual final version because I love it. Again, from my local market. That's nice because you can see all the little treasures that I find sometimes there. It's a lovely viscose fabric, which is very nice, with this little strap line. So obviously I'll have to be careful the way I cut it. I think I will go vertical rather than horizontal because of the pattern. I don't think it will be nice if I sew it this way. I think it will look really nice in this pattern, and yeah, it's just a really lovely fabric. I think again I might have the issue of transparency with this. Yeah, it is quite transparent, not as much as the previous fabric, because the previous fabric I've shown you, but actually I think this is too transparent. So again, I might have to line this fabric as well. So that's definitely something that I was not checking when I was buying fabrics previously, as you can see, and that is 100% something I'm going to check every time I can buy a fabric in a shop, because it is so important to just make my life easier, you know, and that is not making my life easier having to line things up. And to be fair, it's not as transparent, so I will just have to see how bad it is really and properly checked before I go for it. But yeah, I can line it in a black fabric. Again, I've got a lot of viscose black fabric to buy. But that's my first option. My second option, which I have shown you during my Stitch Festival fabric haul, and if you have not seen that video, I will put a link somewhere on the screen for you to have a look, where I basically show you all the fabrics I bought at the Stitch Festival in London in March. Sorry, the mic's not going to make too much noise. So this is a lovely viscose fabric that I got from oh my goodness, I will put the name of the exhibitor on the screen because right now I cannot remember. It's gone, and I've never shopped from them before. That's probably why I cannot remember, but they were lovely people, and I really appreciated the advice and all that they gave me. So it is this lovely viscose fabric, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. I just love this fabric. I think it's so beautiful, and I am definitely 100%. You're not seeing the right shade of blue. It's more for like a green rather than blue. Yeah, like a turquoise. I don't know how to pronounce this word, this color. It's gorgeous. I love it. I'm definitely going to make a Southport dress out of this fabric. Let's have a look at transparency. I think at the end of this video, you're just going to be all obsessed and you're all going to check your fabrics, aren't you? Oh gosh, yeah, this is very transparent. Right, so that means that again, yeah, probably we'll have to line this up. It's so frustrating, so frustrating. I love this fabric. It's more transparent than the first one, so I probably won't bother lining the first one. And if it's too transparent, then you'll have to be worn at the beach. It's a cover-up beach. It's a cover-up beach dress, isn't it? So yeah, it's gorgeous. I will line this up, and it'll give. I find that when you line the garment, when you line a garment, it makes it look a lot more expensive in some way, like not as cheap. I don't know exactly how to describe what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I love this fabric, and I will 100% make a Southport dress out of. Yeah, so that is for this second project idea. My third dress on the list is pattern from Ellie & Mac. So I don't know if you've heard of them before. They're quite a big pattern company. They have many patterns. I have sewn a couple. I've sewn matching pyjama tops to my partner and my son for Christmas, and I have sewn a couple of swimsuits. So this is a lovely dress. It is called the Camisole Dress. So it's the camisole. You can do a top or a dress. And I heard about this pattern from the Sewing Yogi, who has a lovely YouTube channel. I'll put a channel in the description box. I really like her videos. So she was the first who introduced me to this pattern. I really liked a version at the time, and I could never get this dress out of my head. So like the Southport dress, it has been on my list for such a long time. I definitely want to make a version of this dress. So it is a lovely dress, which basically is quite casual, but you have so many options as well. Again, Ellie & Mac are really good at giving you quite a few options for every single pattern. I really like the ruffle at the bottom, and I love the tie, the belt strap at the waist. I think it looks really lovely with it. And yeah, you can either do a V back or a straight back, so that's quite nice as well, because you can decide. Yeah, it is a lovely dress. I really like it. Hopefully I would have pictures as I was talking about it. And Ellie & Mac very often have sew-alongs for their patterns, so definitely recommend them as a pattern company if you are a beginner. The fabric I have in mind for this dress, and this has been assigned to this pattern for so long, I've not touched this fabric. Again, very transparent, you know, same thing, but I need to sew them up. Otherwise, I'm never going to sew them up. So I just have to brace myself, order 10 meters of black fabric, and just line them all up, you know. I just not have to think about it too much. I think this is the most transparent out of all the fabrics I have shown you. It's so funny how you're seeing me checking for every single fabric. So yeah, it's probably one of the worst. But it's this lovely fabric. It is a viscose. I think it is a viscose. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it's a viscose fabric, which I really like, and I think would be really lovely as a summer dress. Yeah, I'll 100% need to line this up. It's quite thin. Yeah, I think it's quite a thin fabric, but it's not too drapey, so I think it'll be quite easy to sew. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's really nice. And I got this one back home when I went on holiday in West Africa to visit my family, and yeah, I got that from one of the fabric shops. So it was very cheap as well. And I mean, fabrics are way cheaper there, so whenever I can get my hand on them, I do. And they have a lovely selection as well. They've got amazing selections. So yeah, I think it's a lovely fabric, and I will make it probably with the tie straps. No, sorry, not with the tie strap, with the fixed straps and the waist tie in black. I think it would look really nice if I have these two elements in basically all black, and then the rest of the dress in this, because it'll sort of contrast a little bit, as this is a very busy fabric. But I really like it, and I wasn't sure what to make out of it. Then when I saw this dress on the Sewing Yogi channel, I thought, yeah, here we go, you're going to be one of these. So yeah, so that is for the Camisole Dress by Ellie & Mac. My next project, which is the last project on the list for the drapey dresses category, is basically making a couple other versions of the dress that I'm wearing today. So today I'm wearing the Nina dress, which is unfortunately, and I say that every single video, but I love this dress so much, and I'm sorry to bother you with this if that's definitely not something you're interested in. But this is a French pattern, which unfortunately has not been translated in English. This pattern, which I'm going to put a picture of, is very similar to the Mabel dress from Tilly and the Button. So I'll put pictures of the pattern so you can see the French pattern. But yeah, just remember that you can use the Mabel dress if any of the fabrics I'm showing you is basically inspiring you to sew with a similar fabric, or you like the pattern. Go for the Mabel dress from Tilly and the Button, which is a lovely pattern. So it's got this little elastic at the sleeve, which I absolutely love, and then you've got this little tie at the front to basically close the neck, and then you also have this little elastic at the waist, which I really like. So this is my wearable toile, which I absolutely adore. I think it's such a beautiful make, and I'm showing you this make in my previous video, which I will link somewhere there on the screen. So yeah, I really like this dress. I think it's beautiful, and the couple of other I can't say couple and other together, can I? The couple other versions I'm going to make are basically one with crepe fabric and one with the viscose fabric. So if I start with the viscose fabric, which I also got from one of the fabric shops back home, and it's so gorgeous, and I've had this in my stash for at least a couple of years, and I've never known what to make with it. One, because I really liked it, and two, because I just didn't know what to do with it. Fabrics that are really drapey, I'm really struggling with, because I don't like anything that is too close to my body, because I like big meals, as you know. I like to eat a lot and give me a massive, absolute huge belly. So I can't have anything too close to my waist. But this pattern, because it's got the elastic at the waist, and I just need to find other patterns with that sort of like element to it. And if you know any, please let me know. I can use really drapey viscose because of all the gathers, at the top, at the waist. I can wear something really flowy because it's not going to show. It's not going to show as much. So yeah, if I've got any issue with my belly, it won't be as bad. This viscose fabric is so gorgeous. I mean, to me, it just reminds me of autumn. It's just such a beautiful. So it's like on the screen, I think it's too blue. I think it's definitely green. It's a proper green, like forest green background, and then you've got all these little leaves that just remind me. Yeah, there's like autumn leaves, 100%. And I love it. I think it's such a gorgeous fabric, and I think it would look so beautiful in this pattern. And what I'm going to make with this fabric, because it's more of like it's got autumn tones. It's got this autumn vibe to it. I'm definitely going to make a version that will be a little bit shorter than the one I'm wearing. So the one I'm wearing is about knee length. I'm going to make it just above the knee or at the knee, because I want to wear it with basically ties and boots. That's how I want to wear this. So I'm definitely ties. you know exactly that I meant tights, right? Okay, with tights and boots, because I think it would look really beautiful as a dress that I can wear this way, and like a few centimeters shorter, not much. But yeah, I think it's gorgeous. I love this fabric. Again, it was really cheap. I bought it back home in West Africa for like £3 a meter, £2 or £3 a meter, not more. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So that is the first version I want to make out of this fabric. The second version I'm going to make, which I've talked about in my again, that was my Stitch Festival fabric haul. So you've seen this fabric if you've watched this. It is a gorgeous crepe fabric that I got from, I cannot remember. Sorry, it's not my Stitch Festival fabric haul. It is my birthday fabric haul. That's it. And I bought that from Poundfabrics website. There you go. And I love Poundfabrics. If you didn't know, you probably do. If you watch my videos, I love them. So this is this gorgeous, which is a little bit transparent, but I think we can get away with it. Yeah, I think we might be able to get away with it. Oh, actually, it's quite transparent. Right, so I'm going to have to get a white. Shall we go for white? Should I go for a white fabric on this one? Do you know what? No, I think I might be all right with this one. Oh, we'll have to check. It is so beautiful. I love it. And yeah, I mean, if I line this one, it will look really amazing, I think. It is gorgeous. I love it so, so much. Again, more green than blue, but I think because of the light and the sun, that might be why you're seeing it a bit differently. But I think it would look gorgeous in this pattern as well. And I'm going to make the long version, so the one that is full length version, all the way to your feet, with long sleeves. I think I will. It's so gorgeous. I love it so much. I'll probably start with the shorter version, then I'll move on to this one because that might be a lot more work. I think that luckily the one I just showed before, oh, is a little bit transparent, but I think I would be all right. I love it now. I'm upset that I've got to check every single one of them. But yeah, lining a project takes so long. It just kills me. It really kills me. Anyway, so now let's move on to the structured / cotton fabrics projects. So I am going to show you my recent purchase on Poundfabrics, which basically I fell in love with because I thought I could make an amazing dress out of this fabric. So the dress I had in mind is the Vali Dress from Pattern Fantastic. I don't know if you've heard of them. But this dress is really, really pretty. I really like it. Again, it has been on my list for not as long as some of the dresses I've mentioned before, but it has been on my list for quite a while. It is such a beautiful, beautiful dress. So I'm going to show you pictures of the dress. I just want to triple check whether I'm getting confused with another company. Yes, so they are Australian. Yeah, they're an Australian company. That's what I wanted to just triple check. And yeah, this dress is absolutely stunning. And again, you can make it as a top or as a dress. So the Vali Dress is a classic 70s style glam smoke. That's how they describe it on the website. And the high neckline is surrounded by sleeve and the yoke gathers. So hopefully you're seeing pictures as I'm talking. I love the fact that you have two neckline options. So they say there's a standard neckline and a drop neckline for those who prefer a plunge or need a little more breastfeeding access. And I think that's also really important for any women out there who are breastfeeding. So I think that's a really good they thought about this. And yeah, I really, really like how it looks. I love this dress. I think it's gorgeous. I didn't really have fabric in mind. And the other day, as I was scrolling on Poundfabrics website, not that I do that every day, not at all. I don't buy fabrics every day. I don't have the means to, and my husband would divorce me. But I really, really like this fabric. I just saw it. And I thought, you're going home with mama. I cannot leave you on this website by yourself. So it is a cotton linen fabric, which was only, I'm saying only, I mean, it's linen, 100% cotton linen. It was £7.50 a metre. So I don't think that's bad at all for cotton linen. But look at this beauty. Oh my God, look how beautiful it is. Look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's fully transparent. I thought I would mention that as we're on the topic. Yeah, this is like, I have no choice. I have to line this. But it is gorgeous. I love it. It's so beautiful. So, so pretty. Yeah, I think it's so gorgeous. And I'm thinking, because I'm looking through the window that is basically full, like I've got the sun coming through the window. Maybe that's why I'm thinking they're transparent. Anyway, if you have any tips to know whether fabric is transparent or not, please tell me, because I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm not sure, because that way it doesn't look transparent when the sun is on the other side. Anyway, that's me thinking too much. I'm very very in my head, as you can see, as you can tell. But this fabric is gorgeous. I love it so much. And when I saw it, I had the Vali Dress in mind. I think it would be so beautiful as the Vali Dress. And this is what I'm going to make out of this fabric. So the only worry I have is I don't have a toile fabric. So I will probably get a cheap cotton fabric or really cheap viscose linen, something that is a bit similar to this. I mean, as long as it's a woven fabric, we're fine for the toile. But I don't think I will cut into this straight away. I think it will hurt my feelings too much if I get it wrong. And again, it was £7.50 a metre, which is a bit more than what I normally go for. I'm very cheap when it comes to fabric, as you can tell. I'm always looking for bargains and deals and whatever. because we have to live on a budget, people. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's absolutely stunning. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. So this is the Vali dress. I'm really looking forward to make it. Yeah, so that is the Vali dress. Next on my list, I have got, let me find my little list. I've got the Blossom dress, which I have made before. It is a fibre mood pattern. I'll put pictures again. It's a lovely dress. I love it so much. And if you are a beginner, I think it's one of those lovely dresses that you might be able to give a try, because I think it's very well explained. I love fibre moon instructions. I know not everyone does, but they make sense to me. And very rarely I'm confused. Very rarely do I feel confused. But I have to say, they sometimes have also part of the instructions as a video tutorial on their website. So have a look if you get stuck and you can't understand something. Check the website to see if there's a sewing tutorial for that particular part of the instructions, because they sometimes do have some of the more complicated bits as a video tutorial. So definitely have a look. So the Blossom dress is such a lovely dress. I just love the I just love it. I just feel like it's really like a statement piece. I just love it. And whether you sew it in cotton or viscose, I think really give it a different look. So I've made a double gauze version, which I put pictures of, which I think looks really lovely. This is unfortunately one of those makes that was too transparent for me to wear, and this really killed me, honestly. So they describe it as a sunset coat. Sorry, I love how Fibre Moon just talk about a story before they start talking about the pattern. So the deep V neck with a bow gives Blossom a seductive edge, and the ruffled skirt creates a nice breezy effect. And you can obviously lengthen it or shorten it depending on what you want to do. I think it would be lovely as a top as well, actually. The gathers at the top and the elasticated casing at the bottom create a nice flounce effect and allow you to elegantly roll up the sleeves. I really love the sleeves on this pattern. I think they're gorgeous. So I made it as a double gauze, and I thought, so my second version, first of all, let's make sure it's not transparent, but I would go for something a lot more structured. So I've got this lovely cotton fabric from Rainbow Fabrics, I believe, which I absolutely love, and I think would look stunning as a Blossom dress. Look at this. I think that this would look so beautiful as a Blossom dress. I think that would look really pretty. So this is what I have in mind for the Blossom dress, and I think, I just think it will look so beautiful, so beautiful. So hopefully I'll manage to make it. So this one will be an easy one, simply because it is a pattern that I've already cut out. I like the size I've chosen for my first version, so literally I just have to wash this and cut it out and go for it, so it shouldn't be difficult. Not transparent. It should not be difficult. I should be able to make this quite quickly, and I think it's probably next on my list. It's so pretty. So definitely thinking about this one quite a lot. And then my next one is also a fibre moon pattern on the list, which is the Jill dress, and it is a pattern I've also already made. So I'll show you pictures of the pattern and then of my version of it. So I believe the first version I made was a crepe fabric. Yeah, I think it was a crepe fabric, but quite a flowy crepe fabric. The other fabric I've got in mind is a lot more structured, still crepe fabric, I believe. And I think I can't remember where I got this fabric from. It was a while back, so it's probably not available anymore. I cannot remember. Again, very wearing, very wearing. But I think that this fabric would look absolutely stunning as a Jill dress, simply because I think it would have that wedding guest feel to it. And I love this big blue cream and like pinkish flowers. They're so beautiful. And the reason why I'm choosing this fabric, so first of all, it's quite structured, so it'll give a different feel to it. But also, it's so busy that I can only see myself making quite a simple pattern. I mean, it's not the easiest pattern to sew. It's not too difficult, but the facing, you definitely have to put your brain on. And I just had to watch the video tutorial on Fibre Moon website because I couldn't make sense of the instructions on that particular occasion. I really couldn't understand what Fibre Moon was trying to explain to me for the facing of the bodice part. But I think that because it's so busy, that's probably why I can't think of a pattern. And when I saw the Jill dress, I thought, actually, because it looks simple and it's quite simple at at the front, and the back is a lot more sort of like detailed, but still very like geometrical, simple shape. I think a very busy fabric like this would look really stunning in this pattern. But let me know what you guys think. Actually, I'm always interested to know what you guys think. I think it's gorgeous, and I definitely think that I will be making a Jill dress out of this. It's quite yeah, it's quite heavy as a fabric. I could almost make trousers out of it. Could I make trousers out of it? Yeah, it's actually. I think you could make nice trousers. Here we go. I've just changed my mind. No, I think it will be a Jill dress unless I completely change my mind and decide I want to make trousers. The only reason I'm thinking about trousers is because I didn't realize how heavy this fabric was. And trousers would be fine because I don't mind a very busy trousers because you can pair them up with like a simple top. But again, the whole reason why I sew dresses is to make my life a lot easier. So yeah, that is why. But I think it would look lovely as a Jill dress. But if you think trousers would be nicer, let me know in the comments below. I definitely want to know. And then I've got a couple more patterns. I'll talk about them very briefly, and I probably will have to buy fabric, so they'll be last on my list. But I definitely love these. So one of them is also from Little Lizard King / Styler Patterns, which was the first pattern I mentioned to you. So it is from the same company, and it is called the Kirby Dress. And I love this dress. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to show you some pictures of the pattern as usual. But I just think that it is so beautiful. It is just one of those dresses that I can't get out of my head. Again, I really can't. So you can make it as a dress or a top. Oh, I think a top would be gorgeous. So you've got short puff sleeve, long Juliet sleeve, and long bishop sleeve. I love the long sleeves options. And all the sleeves are finished with an elastic casing. Oh, it is casing. That is the word I was looking for. You've got pockets as well, which are optional as usual. And I just think it is such a gorgeous pattern. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I must start with the top, actually, with the top version. Because I think it would look gorgeous as a top. I love the Juliet version of the dress. The Juliet version of the sleeve is so gorgeous. I definitely want to make that. I've been wanting to make this type of sleeves for so long. So I know these might go up my list a bit quicker than I think it will, even though I don't have a fabric yet. It is so gorgeous. And I think the type of fabrics they are recommending, just have a quick look. Is it on here? So it's just designed for woven fabrics. That's all they say on here. But they recommend lightweight woven fabric. So like double gauze, cotton lawn, rayon challis, linen. Oh, okay, interesting. I think you can definitely make that in like proper cotton poplin. I think it will look so pretty, like proper statement piece. But yeah, I love this dress. I think it's gorgeous, and it will be on that list. So that was my second to last project on the structured fabrics wish list. My last one is a pattern that I have got. I'm going to grab. It is a pattern from Simplicity. So it is the Simplicity S9265 pattern. And it is this lovely maxi dress, which I absolutely love. And I had forgotten about this pattern. And I was basically just tidying up my stuff and realised that actually I've not sewn this yet. I mean, there's many patterns I've not sewn yet. No, I'm not the only one in that box. But yeah, no, it is gorgeous. So you've got an option without sleeves with this gorgeous massive skirt, an option with long sleeves, which I think is the one the model is wearing, which is model B, which is this one here. I love the long sleeves one. I also like the one without sleeves, and you've got a simpler version, which is version C. So version A and B I definitely want to make, and I think it's so gorgeous. And they recommend batiks, chambray, cotton lawns, cotton blends, linen blends, rayon poplin shirting voile as well. So any woven fabric really. And I think each of them will give a different look. But I think this is such a gorgeous summer dress. If you do it in like a very comfortable fabric to wear in summer, I think it would look really beautiful. So I think it's got an invisible zipper at the back, and version A you need bias tape, but not for version B. Yeah, I think it is gorgeous. Oh yeah, probably for the sleeves, for the armholes. I love this. I love this pattern. I think it's really, really pretty. So that's also on my wish list for this summer. So that was the last project, guys. I hope this video won't be too long. I'm not sure how long it will be, and I'll try to make it as short as I can because no one's got time to listen to me for hours rambling on more about some projects in the future. If I can make 3 dresses out of this list, I will be very happy by the end of summer. I'm definitely gonna have a busy couple of months, so I'm so pleased I could actually sew all the projects I've sewn that I've shown you in my previous video of my latest makes. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I've definitely very much enjoyed talking about my plans and my projects. It's definitely made me think about what I want to sew next, and I think that the blossom dress will probably be next because I really like this fabric and I've got it all cut out, you know. That's one thing I'm going to definitely try and do, is to sew more of the patterns that are already cut out, because it just saves you so much time, you know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed filming this, and I really hope that you have a good day or a good evening whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!